Myron's in town all week. Can y'all film exhibition match? I bet money he give you the business.
That Myron gives me the business.
Apparently.
You know what I find strange is like, why can you respect?
We if we would spar, we'd be off camera because we'd be like, he's my nigga, man. Like,
And it's like, why do you respect?
Don't do that shit with people. Fuck that. You guys are friends. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
That's
Only
the
if you don't like
weirdest
someone.
stuff.
Yeah, don't do that
realize
bullshit. If you
people
spar, do it off camera.
want to divide us.
Yo, so hard, bro.
So hard, bro.
Nah.
It's
If
just
someone
crazy.
touches Marquette, I'm punching him. Like, I'll fight him. I'll fight for him.
I love
like,
how
what the fuck, man?
Marquette. I love how
That's
Marquette
actually
like
friends.
how he's like starts his point. He's like, you know, let me tell you. it's like he's this college dissertation.
It's like they're
I
trying to
find
start
it
shit, bro.
disturbing that you find two people you respect and admire and say, I want you to beat each other up. When there's so many psychopaths that we need to knock out first. Right? It's like there's a whole line of people,
Get in
some
line.
fat guy in Chipotle. I mean, there's a whole line of people, and you want to see guys you respect beat each other
Like,
up.
I'll be hanging out with like Nick or Nate Diaz and someone be like, who wins between you in a fight? It's like, go fuck yourself. You know?
Right?
Why are you gonna
Yeah.
fucking, we train together all the time. Why are you gonna fucking ask a question like that?
Stupid.
Just looking to get smacked, you know?
And
I think
Marquette's been
Nick Diaz
training
went off on
a
a
lot
quarter
longer
one
than
time
me.
for
I would
asking
learn
that.
something from
Right.
him. It would be a great experience.
Yeah.
But why would we record that? Like, that's weird. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no one's
Like,
fucking business. You guys
you know what I
fight.
mean?
You fight privately with your friends. You know?
In
bro.
the interest of full disclosure, it was Marquette that said, "I'm going to debate Rollo Tomasi. You better show up." I'm like, all
Debate, right,
all
right.
You know know
yeah.
I'm coming.
And it honestly, it hurts me because it's like there are things you guys teach and there are things that I teach, and I do believe there's a such thing as good people, and I do believe there is such thing as wicked people, and good people have to stay together because there's not a ton of us,
No, there ain't.
and we do have a fight to put up. And when I see people saying things like that, I'm like, you're not learning from us. That, like, that's a wicked instinct, and that's often what we're dealing with when we're dealing with women today. Like, for example, when you're saying women have more experience with dating, when I'm thinking about what I think you mean is they have more experience with manipulation. Like, it's instinct. So we have to learn how to deal with manipulation. We have to get trained on that, whereas they do that as smoothly as blinking and breathing because it's instinct. And so it's like when we have to deal with all this wickedness, we have to deal with managing our women, and then we have to deal with the society that we're in, the government that's trying to take our freedom. It's like, why would you think of having us fight each other? It like hurts me because it's like, damn, don't you have respect for me or for Myron? Like, say if he could beat the snot out of me, why would you want to see that? Or if I could beat the snot out of him, like, why would you want to see that?
What y'all should be looking at is like, yo, if somebody touches one, like they're gonna fight together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's what it is. I've known you now for what, 3 years now? Like almost.
Time?
right?
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
And I
And we
respect
were
Marquette
early on.
enormously. So if we were to, number one, he's more experienced in boxing than me. And I would learn from him, and it would be a great experience. So, like, I'm humble enough to say that. But, like, that's weird when people say that shit. It's strange.
It
and
saddens
as a
me.
professional fighter, that's something that
I've
you
had
never
guys-
ask somebody,
I've had
right?
guys try to
Like,
educate with my friends. Ask us like, who wins? It's like, go fuck yourself. We train
Yeah.
together. That's between us. That ain't between anyone else. You know, what do you want me to do? Talk shit to my friend or him talk shit on me? That's just so disrespectful.
And it's not basketball, right? Like, you
No,
don't
yeah.
play fighting,
Exactly.
right?
It's like serious
Yeah.
for trainers. The dudes be like, who wins between you? It's like, go fuck yourself. You're literally trying to instigate us. Like, that's private sessions where we go and beat the fuck out of each other.
just
No one's
coming from a
fucking business.
professional fighter that beat the shit out of you, for
Right.
say that, so there you go.
Yeah,
That's the
no, I
etiquette.
think people don't. Maybe they just don't realize how disrespectful it is when guys say that.
Yeah.
I know Nick Diaz went off on a reporter once because they asked him like, "Oh, well, who would win between you and your brother?" And instead of getting answered, he goes, "Go fuck yourself." Like, what? You know, walked out of the interview, which is what he should have done.
Right.
Like trying to instigate a fight between him and his brother.
You know, there was a time I would have disagreed with you about wicked people, but 2023 has taught me different. Absolutely
out there, huh?
taught me
Yeah.
different, man. People always say, it was Ryan Stone told me this. He said, you know what? He says, you're red pill about women, but you are not red pill about guys. And I go, yeah, you were right. I learned how to
your
be more
audience.
red pill about men.
Hate your audience a little bit.
Yeah, hate your audience.
And you gave me some great advice perspective on certain persons in the space that was very straightforward, honest, and accurate. And you said it before it happened. Then it happened. I was like, you warned about that, and I appreciate that. And you know, I don't want to make the person who sent in their super chat feel bad, but I do want men to think before they speak. Like, it's our responsibility as
Critical
men
thinking. Yep.
before we speak, because we won't be forgiven like women and children. Like, I've seen situations where like a guy bumps into a guy, that could end up being the end of your life because people are not all well upstairs. But if a woman bumps into the same person, you know, it's just like, you know, and she just carries on with life. A kid bumps into, they just carry on with life. Like, men, we really need to be thinking out here. It's a serious world. I encourage men to be a serious man. That's your primary mode of being. We need to be more militant and more thoughtful, not behaving like children and women. And they said that in The Godfather too, didn't they?
Yes.
These boys need to pay attention.
Yes, they what was it? You know, women I can't do the accent. Like women and children can be irresponsible, men cannot be responsible.
That's right.
Yeah, they can't make mistakes. I think that's what it was.
Guys, this has been a
Yes.
W stream.
This has been
Super Bowl
great.
I've been